Okay. We did.
I'm sorry. I swallowed wrong. And I was like, it'll be fine. It's not fine. Okay.
Okay, so there we go. We have one episode left after this. This was episode 7 of The Mandalorian. Before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe, become part of our Pupper Pack. Oh boy, here we go. So it starts off, they bust out old Bill Burr from jail.
Who's just Bill Burr. He has no character.
Bill Burr was
They're
just being
like,
Bill Burr.
Here's your new name. Just be you.
And Cara Dune busts him out, and he sees Mando, and he's just like, hey, you might as well just put me back in.
He's like, I'm gonna die here.
They're just like, hey, we need the coordinates to find Moff Gideon. And he's just like, well, it's not that easy. Yeah. If you know this season, we gotta go on a side quest. So they go to Morag, which is a base.
It's supposed to be like a desolate planet. Like nothing is supposed to be there, but there's like a secret Empire mining facility.
Okay.
I really like this episode.
Yeah, it was a very good episode.
But when it was done, it was like, that didn't feel like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it went by really quick.
So I feel like the pacing was spot on. Like, I was like, wait, we're done? Wait a minute.
Because, like, as they're heading there, we see Boba Fett. He's in all his souped up, improved armor. They
repainted his armor.
Yeah. So he's all souped up and ready to go. Cara Dune's there. We still have Faye. But they need just Bill Burr's character and Mando to go down.
So they were saying, like, the reason they need... What is Bill Burr's character's name?
I don't remember
He has a name,
he
but
does have
I don't
a name,
remember his name.
I just know him as Bill Burr.
It's just Bill Burr. I can't not see him screaming. I don't know, it's just like an image in my head. But, like, they bust him out because they need somebody who knows the ways of the Empire, that has, like, login information that can get the coordinates to Moff Gideon.
Yep.
So they break him out, and he's like, no, I don't want to do that. Just take me back to jail. And then they're finally like, well, we'll do this for you. And he's like, God damn it. So he has to go into this facility, but he can't go alone.
Right.
So, but if the Empire has, like, a strike on you, or if you're in the system, they will know immediately. So they, like, go through the rounds of everyone. They're like, well, I can't do it. I'm like, I'm the sheriff.
Yep.
Well, I can't do it because they have a warrant out for me. Well, I can't do it
because I'm Boba Fett.
Yeah. So Mando's just like, God damn it. And Bill Burr is basically like, they're gonna recognize you. I mean, look at you. So he has to change his armor.
Yep.
It's like, that was probably my favorite part of the episode, because you see he's in Stormtrooper armor, but you can still, he's so stoic.
Yeah.
Like, he is still Mandalorian.
Absolutely.
So you could pick him out of the crowd of like, that's Mando. Just because everyone else is like loosey-goosey moving around, and Mando's just like, nope.
Yeah. Everyone's saluting, and Mando's just like looking. Like...
I know, he's just like, I don't know what to do here. And then he tries to salute once, and it's just like... like, he tries, and it's so awkward. But I enjoyed seeing him outside of, like, the Vespar and fights.
Yeah.
And he gets hit, and he's like, oh shit, that actually kind of hurts a little.
Yeah.
So without the, like, protective armor.
Because, like, pirates come after them because they're trying to get to the base and, like, transport this very dangerous cargo. To where if you go too fast, it might overheat and it'll explode. And, like, they have thermal detonators to make them explode as well. So it felt like some missions from, like, Uncharted. To where, like, you're trying to make sure the baddies don't blow up the cargo. Yeah. And they just have to get one, whereas you gotta spend the whole time just fighting them off.
Right. Again, the pacing was really, really well done, in my opinion. And you can see Mando struggle because, A, he has a relationship with the Empire of how much he hates them. And he has a relationship with Bill Burr's characters, why he hates him specifically.
Yes.
So now he's in a situation where he has to pretend to be not only Empire, but he has to be a pretend Empire member with Bill Burr.
Yeah.
So it's like you see how uncomfortable he is the whole time. But he's doing what he has to do to save Grogu.
Yeah, he's really pushed to his limits because there's one scene where I guess Bill Burr's character recognizes, like, the commanding officer, and he's just like, nope, bailing.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
done.
like, I'm out. And Mando's just like, this is too important. You can't just quit. And Bill Burr's like, you don't understand. Like, and at that point, Mando's just like, give me the flash drive. I know it's not a flash drive. I don't remember what it's called. It's like the information stick.
Yeah.
It's essentially a flash drive.
Yes.
So he like takes it, and Bill Burr's like, you don't understand. They have to scan your face.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that awkward moment of like, oh no, like what's he gonna do?
Yeah, because it scans once and it goes error,
yeah.
error.
Well, because he leaves his mask on, and it scans the mask, and it's just like, that's not a face.
Yeah, that's not.
So and you see that moment of panic, and it didn't play out the way I thought it was gonna play out, but he does take his helmet off, and I thought it was gonna be like Bill Burr was gonna die or be close to death, and Mando would have like no choice but to take it off. But I like the way it played out this way better. Because he very easily could have been like, no, we'll find the plans a different way.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's showing that there's something more important to Mando than the Creed.
Yeah.
And that's Grogu. In case you didn't know.
Yeah, and then like things get real tense because like the commanding officer gets a little nosy. And he's a real piece of shit of a fella.
Yeah. I like that whole scene had such a tension, but also a comedy.
Well,
because of Bill Burr. Like, he is a comedian after all. And
like you could tell he was trying to play this seriously. Yeah. So like I wasn't laughing the whole time.
No, I was
when they were talking at the table.
Yeah, I was very excited to see Bill Burr not necessarily be Bill Burr.
Yeah.
So there was a moment where he was very serious, and I do appreciate as well that you see, because he's such an like downplayed character.
Yeah.
You know, he's a secondary character. He's not main. He's not in the main cast. So the fact that like he plays such an important role.
He's quippy, just like the blue guy. Like there was always a quip coming after him, just like
and to
that's
see
Bill
him
Burr.
Be serious, but also we get to see the development.
Yeah.
So it's very quick and it's very obvious. But we see him, like, when he first made an appearance, and he's just, like, doing what I do. Yeah. And then he goes to jail. Jail? He goes to, like, the junkyard.
Yeah, the junkyard.
And now he's, like, he has grown as, like, an individual person where he gets to essentially seek his revenge. Yeah. He gets to, in his mind, make things right. So, and by the end, he's let go because he...
Yep.
It shows that there is a such thing as redemption.
Yeah.
You can redeem yourself. But that part where he takes the helmet off and Bill Burr is just like, what? Like,
yeah.
Just kind of like, oh no. And then when
we call him Brown Eyes.
I know. The commanding officer comes over and asking questions that like Dinn's not going to know the answer to, like numbers and codes and things. And he's just like, I don't know. And that's when, like, Bill Burr comes over and he goes, you're going to have to talk a little louder. And it adds comedy, but it's also like, hey, thanks, man. You saved my butt. Like, you tried to kill me before, but now you actually, like, came to my rescue. So, again, it shows that development, which I really enjoyed.
Oh, yeah. And they bail out, like, everything goes down. And then, like, right when the Empire is about to, like, track them, Boba lets loose one of those bombs that Jango used on Obi-Wan, and it just decimates them. It's like, oh, that's a nice touch.
Those are the types of, like, Easter eggs that I enjoy seeing in this show, as opposed to, like, really obvious ones. Like, that's something that if you're a fan, you remember that. Yeah. But, like, if you're not, it still makes sense to the story. You don't have to know the history of it. So, I think that was really enjoyable to see.
Yeah, and one more note before, like, we leave off is, like, right at the end of the episode, he contacts Moff Gideon with the same quote that Moff Gideon said when he first arrived to take the child. He's just like, you have something of mine, and you don't know how important it is, but you're about to find out.
I love, there's, like, it's very brief of Moff Gideon listening to Mando, and you just see that, oh, shit. I messed up face. And then it's like, okay, like, you see the wheels turning of him formulating a plan. Now he's like, uh-oh, like, I messed up. Like, you know.
This might escalate.
Yeah. He's like, I thought he would just be like, okay, cool, the kid's gone. But it didn't work out that way.
I'm going to have to whip out that dog saber.
I know.
But we have one episode left.
Yeah. So I think what I hope for the next episode is to see how the child is going to not only react to seeing Mando, but what side is it going to be on?
Yeah.
You know, is it going to give in to the dark side, or is it going to recognize Mando and have that moment of like, Dad! You know, what's going to happen?
Ew, we're going to find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
One more episode to go. We'll see you guys on the final episode of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Let us know what you thought of this episode down below.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Toodles.